Hi friends, welcome back to another video from Good to Know. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about amazing features which are inbuilt in Windows. So this is going to be a special one for me because this is my 25th video ever since I started. Thank you all for all your support and encouragement. Looking forward for a continuous support. As you know, more than 95% of the corporates today still continue to use Windows. So all the features in this video are certainly going to be of a lot of use. Okay, so let's get started with the first one, which is screenshot without taking a screenshot. Basically, if I have to ask you how do you take a screenshot, all of you say directly go ahead and take a screen print. So here I'm going to tell you one easy one, that is press Windows Shift and yes. That's it. So you get the screen, you can go ahead and select whatever you want, and then there is a screen print of the selected area taken. Say for example, if I want this much, or I want this entire page, or I want this much, whatever. So I just select that part, that's it. The screenshot is already taken. So I think a lot of people didn't know this, and they use a snipping tool and print screen, and then they have to edit it to get to this like print. Hope this helps a lot of people going forward. All right, moving on to the next one. Copying a series of data. Okay, for example, let me show you. See, if you are doing a research and then you happen to uh, browse through a lot of websites, and then you want to get them all together. So let me do that with an example. Let me open up a window. Okay, let's take another example. Indian history. Okay, so I'm just taking Indian history. So I go in here and take out some information about Indian history. So first I need Indian history. I do a control C. I'll just do it so that control C. Okay, and then I copy some data here, and then again I do a control C, and then I come down. I'm just randomly showing you how do I select multiple things. Okay, and then again control C. Let's say that and then you go in here, select this, control C, and then select this, control C, and then select one paragraph here. I'm just selecting, copying it, that's it, and then leaving it off. And then what Indus Valley civilization, let's say I want to take this one, and then say control C, and then Vedic society. I copy all this and then do a control C. Okay, and then let's see, I've copied all of this. Now I'm opening a window to put all that things which I copied. Okay, I'm just opening a blank sheet, open up this one. So here all that you need to do is, instead of a control V or a paste, I press Windows plus V. You see this, you scroll down, and you all that what you copied is in here. So the first one, if you remember, history of India, I've got that, and then again Windows V, and then the next one I wanted, or you want to pick and choose whatever you want, whatever sequence I'm just showing you. And then after this, let's say I want this one, and then I do enter, then do a Windows V, and then say Vedic society, I copy, and then again enter Windows V, and then I copy Indus Valley civilization, then I press Windows V, and then I talk about the from the mid 18th century. So you saw this, Instead of copying and pasting it one by one, I've copied everything and then it stays here in my Windows V, right? That's the clipboard, and from the clipboard I can select whatever I want in whatever sequence and then keep pasting it. So I'm certainly sure that a lot of people didn't know this, and it's going to be really a useful tool. Okay, resume. Okay, I'm sure everyone liked this one. Moving on to the next one is reaction emojis. So here, if you wanted symbols, you had to go into insert, find icons, and all of that. Now Windows has made that more easy. So press Windows plus dot key, and then you get all the emojis here. So you see this one, and this can be done to any application, be it Excel, be it Word, be it Outlook, wherever you want. You can get these emojis ready. See this? And then I want to do this. I'm sure you guys are enjoying this, so please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Okay, so that one, then you see that one, and I love you guys. So this one, you see. Moving on to the next one is shortcut for your toolbar. So if you go back, let me go to the toolbar. Okay, so in the toolbar there are a lot of icons you see down, right? If you see my toolbar, I have a series of icons, and I can open any of this very simply by pressing Windows plus the numbers which are below your function keys 1 2 3 4. For example, if I want to open the first icon, that's going to be Windows plus 1. You see now my computer opens, and then the next one is folder. The third one is um, Chrome. Fourth one is PPT. So if I want to open up a Word, I need to see 1 2 3 4 5. So I press Windows plus 5, and then it opens up my Word. Isn't this interesting? So every time, if you keep it in a consistent sequence, it helps you open a lot of them. Let's move on. So this is a shortcut to open the icons in your toolbar, and the toolbar can be rearranged however you want. You saw me, right? I can move this here, or I can move this here, I can move this here, or I can make my word the first one, and then I press Windows 1, and then I get my word. The next one is night mode. We spend a lot of time on the laptop, so open your search bar and then say night mode. So you see this night mode, you click on the night light, and this changes. So it's asking, do you want to turn it on? I say yes, turn it on now. Do you see the change in the screen? It changes to the night light settings. And if you feel you want to schedule this, you can put a schedule as to when you want the night mode to be enabled and when you want it to be disabled. So now it's on the night mode, so I'm just turning it off. I normally like to keep it on the night mode. However, I'm just turning off this one for the reason that I'm doing this video. I'm turning it off and closing it. And I recommend everyone to do this because it's very useful, and it protects your eyes if you're using long hours. Okay, moving on to the next one is toggling between multiple desktops. So if you guys, okay, let me open up the desktop. So you press Windows plus tab, you get to see all the desktops, desktop 1, desktop 2, and you can add multiple desktops. So this becomes very helpful. If I may give you an example, I may be working on Windows desktop 1. However, I'm getting into a call, and then in that call I don't want to show what I'm working, what are the files open, and I can use the desktop 2, which does not have anything. All that I need to do is when you can keep the desktop 2, so everything is the same. However, it's a blank new desktop. Okay, so I'm on desktop 2, so I press Windows plus tab, and then it shows which are you. So if you want to open another one, I open 3, I can have 4, 5, and so on. So you can have multiple desktops. Okay, let me close them. Windows tab, Windows tab. So there's no multiple desktops, I just have one. Okay, let me go to desktop one, and that's multiple tabs. Now for instance, you can press Windows, press left arrow or right arrow, and you can move. For example, if I'm pressing Windows and pressing right arrow, it's on desktop 2. Now again right arrow, desktop 3. Now I'm coming back to desktop 1. Okay, so here, see, if I press Windows and press down arrow, it comes to it. So if I press Windows and down arrow, it restores to whatever size I had set before. Okay, and then one more time, if I press Windows and down arrow, it minimizes. Okay, and then I press window and up arrow, it goes to maximum. And then if I press Windows plus down arrow, it comes to the early stage. And then if I press another once, it gets minimized without leaving the windows. If I again press up arrow, it comes back to the original size, and then again it goes to the maximum without pressing the windows. So now I restore it to the old size, and then press left arrow, I can keep it onto the left. If I want to move it, again Windows plus right arrow, it brings back to the original shape and then moves it to the right. So we can keep it like this, and multiple windows you can keep working. For example, so my Windows screen is on here, and then I can keep working. You see this? So you can have two screens. For example, you're seeing the left side, what do you see, and the right side. Okay, so I can do this again. Now I press Windows and then I press up arrow, it gets back to the original size. And then again, if I make up arrow, it goes this. Just keep trying this and you will understand it. So Windows plus down arrow, it comes to the original size I had kept it. And then down arrow, again it minimizes without leaving it the window. I press up arrow, it comes up. I can press left to keep it on the left, or I can bring it back up, and then it gets to again minimized. So I'm sure you will love this. Try that and you will get to understand it practically. All right, so let me minimize now. That's the toggle buttons. The next one is speech. So if you have to type, okay, the next one is speech to text. If you have a lot of things to be typed from a note, ideally what happens is there are many instances where on meetings I make notes on my diary and then I have to type it. So all that you need to do is open up your Word. Okay, I'm just doing this. Okay, open up your Word and then press Windows plus H key. So the dictation tab gets popped up. So I need to go ahead and enable that online speech text. So I've enabled, and then I close this. And now again Windows plus H, so it's initializing play. So now I'm just going to read out something and it's going to do the typing for me. Hi friends, so Windows is going to type what I want. You see this typed? That's excellent. Full stop. So no more I need to sit and type my notes. I can just read it and Windows is going to do that for me. That's it. Thank you. So I close. So my notes are ready. I just go ahead, copy it and do whatever I want. Isn't this interesting? I'm sure it would be interesting. So you press Windows plus dot key and then give a thumbs up if you like this. All right, moving on to the next one. Scroll left and right. For instance, this is something a lot of people still are not comfortable using it. So if you're using a mouse, you have a scroll button where you can scroll up down, right? Whereas, let me zoom this. Okay, now you see this. If I zoom this, I can scroll up, down. I'm not using a mouse, by the way. It's on my trackpad. I can see, you see this, I can move it left, right, left, I move it right, I move it up, I move it down. So all that you need to do is keep both your fingers on the trackpad and then scroll up and down. You see this, up, scroll down. This is what happens. And then you keep both your fingers on the trackpad and then move left, right. So you would try this and you will really like this, because otherwise normally I've seen people coming down to the bar and then moving to the left, right, again going to the right side, scrolling up, scrolling down. The next one is inbuilt video editor. So go into your search bar, type video editor. So the Windows has got an inbuilt video editor, and this is a very basic, simple video editing tool which is there in your Windows. You can go ahead, install it, do minor edits, and I'm not a pro like a Premiere Pro or Filmora or anything of that sort, but still it's got a lot of features. Try this out, and you can start editing not on your office laptops, on your personal laptops. Okay. And moving on to the next one is opening a new page. For instance, I'm not sure if you happen to see this. Open up your open up, and then I just let's take Indian history as an example. So you saw in Wikipedia, I went there, right? I clicked on it. So normally if you click on any links, right, for example, or you see this automatically modern human, I press control and then click on this link, it opens up in another tab. And the same thing, if I press shift and click on the same link, it opens it in a new window. So let me show you. I'm pressing control and I'm clicking on this link. You see, do you see this? There's another tab opened. The same thing, I'm going to press shift and then going to click on this link, so it opens up in a all new window. Okay, so here again I press control, click on this link, so it opens up in a different tab. And let me click on shift and this link, see, it opens up in a different link, right? So every time you don't have to go ahead and then do a right click, open in a new window, open in a new tab. All of this is not required. It's a simple shortcut, control for a new tab in a new tab and shift for a new window. That's it. So I hope you enjoyed all the tips and tricks. So as part of my video, I would like to perform a small survey. So I wanted to understand, so just do comment and let me know how many features you didn't know. So that becomes easy, right? Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 or 10, whatever, right? So please do let me know. And thanks for watching. Please share it with all your friends who's using Windows, and let them as well benefit using these features. So thank you so much, and bye until I see you in the next video. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like this. Bye until I see you in the next video.